Question 5. Sammy agreed to sell and Larry agreed to buy Sammy's car for $400, payable upon delivery. Sammy delivered and left the car with Larry. However, Larry failed to pay Sammy the $400. After 8 years had passed, following the delivery and acceptance of the car by Larry, Sammy sued Larry in state court for failure to pay him the $400. Based only on the above stated facts, which of the following statement is most accurate? Assume the UCC applies and the statute of limitations for oral contracts is 2 years and for written contracts is 4 years. So, which is the correct answer? A. No contract was ever created between Sammy and Larry. B. A contract was created but likely not enforceable because the statute of limitations has expired. C. A contract was created but it is only enforceable if it is in writing. Or D. A contract was created and is enforceable. Now let's take a look at the elements of a contract. There must be an offer, there must be acceptance, consideration, both parties must have capacity, and it must be legal. Also, an important note to make is that the UCC requires less specificity and offers gap-filling provisions regarding price, quantity, delivery, and time for payment when the parties have otherwise acted, as if a contract exists, although neither can point to a specific place and time when the contract was entered. Now, A, there was no contract, is incorrect because there is a contract created by Sammy and Larry. There was a specific time, there was a communication of the offer and acceptance. There was a communication of the offer. There was also an intent to go into a contract between Sammy and Larry. However, it is not enforceable, which brings me to answer D, which is incorrect because while the contract was created, it's not enforceable because the statute of limitations for the contract between Sammy and Larry has passed. And even if there is a written contract, the statute of limitations is past the 4 year window. Now C is incorrect because a contract can be enforced through writing or through an oral agreement. In this case, the UCC for sale of goods does not necessarily apply. Because also to note is that the UCC requires the sale of a good to be $500 or more. In this case, it's $400. Therefore, it does not qualify. So the correct answer is B. A contract was created but likely not enforceable because of the statute of limitations has expired. Now B is correct because the UCC statute of limitations for oral contracts has passed, which is 2 years. And assuming that we don't have the facts for a written contract, we assume that there must be an oral contract, but the 2 years has already passed. But even if there was a written contract given in the details of this case, it would still be beyond the statute of limitations because there was no action until 8 years later, and the statute of limitations for a written agreement is 4 years.